I actually started in high school. We were doing a production of Frankenstein, and they were looking for pyrotechnicians, and I thought, well, it could be more fun than playing with fire. But high school did not have a budget or the capability of doing pyrotechnics, and I switched to light. So, stuck with it since then. I think way back then it was like, well, we're not really going to do fire, but we need people that can climb a ladder. And I stuck with it, and I fell in love with it, and I liked working with electricity and playing with, gadgets way back before that. So I kind of always had that little bit of electrical know-how, and then it's really nice to have both the hands-on as well as the artistic flair to it, because I've always been interested in art from the very beginning. I think I just needed to find the right area for it. I typically will read through a show, and I'll get ideas from the script as far as mood and setting, time of day, and then from there I will usually put it into computer, like a computer rendering, and do some 3D work, and kind of pick out my colors that I want and the brush strokes that I want to create, and from there it just goes from paper into the theater. It's definitely a collaborative process. There's definitely, sometimes they want something, sometimes I want something, usually it's the same thing. And that's what the whole process of production meetings are about, is making sure that the entire team is collaborating to come with one artistic vision, rather than a bunch of individual people coming through. Lots and lots of practice. Now I just go so much for my instincts. I just kind of look at it and I know kind of what color palette I've already planned, and then watching it live, it's, if they move over here, I need to add a little something, or can I see their face, or does this represent the mood I'm going for? So it's so much of it is just visual. No, I don't. I like everything. I do a little bit of everything. I've done opera, dance, musical, drama, comedy. I like doing all of it. So. I think Peter and the Starcatcher here. Just because it's a really, really unique experience with a really great cast. And it's one of the shows where you kind of get to break some of the rules and do some really fun artsy things. And it just was a gorgeous, gorgeous show. My professor in undergrad was one of my biggest influences, as well as at center. I worked with at Utah Shakes. Just the way that she managed everything and the way that she kept things rolling, and people were never ever waiting for her. She was always on top of things, she was always prepared, and it was always gorgeous. Usually the getting started. Once I get started, I can kind of keep rolling. It's just that first initial push. Find a different job? No, I kid. Get as much experience as you can in every single area that you can, because there's not ever going to be one job that is everything that you want necessarily. You might always have to do a secondary area, or you might have to do something on the side. So get as much experience as you can with as many areas as you can, and then just put yourself out there.